Good afternoon, everyone. This is Carmen Hernandez at the National Weather Service in Peachtree City/Atlanta, Georgia office, and I will be giving you your weekly briefing for this coming week. Overall, with the week ahead, we are expecting kind of an active pattern. Starting out today, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms are expected, with the main threats being lightning and gusty winds this afternoon and evening. And if any storms become severe, we could see some damaging wind gusts. In addition to the severe risk, we are looking at a marginal risk for flooding today, which means that these showers and storms that are going to be going on across our area could lead to some minor flooding in areas. Looking ahead towards the weekend, we do have a marginal risk for storms on Saturday, with the main threats being damaging wind gusts, frequent lightning, and small hail. And overall, through these 7 days, max temperatures are going to be staying below average. So taking a look at our current satellite, clouds are increasing over Georgia and they will continue increasing. These clouds are where the frontal boundary has been draped over central Georgia, and you can see that even more clearly wherever there's drier air to our north and south. So how this equates to our frontal analysis for today, you can see that frontal boundary draped over the central Georgia area with some low pressure over the South Carolina area. And this is going to be our center for showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon and this evening. So taking a look at the risk for severe weather, it's overall just a general thunder risk, so we're expecting scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and evening, but we're not really expecting any severe storms. But again, they cannot be ruled out, especially in the west central Georgia area closer to Alabama. The primary hazard for any storms will be lightning, but if they do become severe, damaging winds, hail, or locally heavy rain are possible. And the timing for this is the afternoon into the evening and then tapering off overnight. So in addition to our severe risk, we are underneath a marginal excessive rainfall outlook outlined by WPC over much of central Georgia south of Atlanta. And with this, any storms today could lead to minor flooding in south central Georgia and portions of western Georgia. And overall, we're looking at, for day one, rainfall amounts up to an inch to an inch and a quarter more in the eastern parts of our area and more central, and then a couple areas of 0.75 to 1 inches in that western area. So looking at our max temps and precip chances for today, we are seeing temps only getting up into the mid 70s with the lower 70s over northeast Georgia, which this is due to the wedge in place over northeast Georgia. But in addition to the temps, we see overall increasing rain chances for today with chances in the 50 to 70% range. So then taking a look into more of our weekend, Friday, tomorrow, we are going to be seeing a drier day as that low pressure I was talking about over South Carolina moves further east, which also pulls the cold front further south and east out of our area. But then we get to Saturday, and ahead of another approaching cold front, we are expecting some showers and thunderstorms over the southeast to come back into our area yet again. So looking at Saturday and our severe risk, again, thunderstorms are possible on Saturday, and impacts are expected to any weekend plans that are outdoors. So SPC has outlined us in a marginal risk for much of north and central Georgia, and the time frame is looking the afternoon and evening time frame, with our potential hazards being scattered storms that could become severe, with the primary hazard being lightning, damaging winds, hail, and locally heavy rainfall at this time. Looking at the weekend rain chances for Friday, like mentioned before, we're going to have a decrease in those rain chances But then Saturday they're going to ramp up again, and then Sunday move further east along that frontal boundary. So following all of this, we are expecting early next week drier air to start pushing in as we get into a high pressure cold air damming setup, or the wedge. So we're expecting that high pressure and dry air to wedge in from the northeast behind the cold front, which will cause our rain chances to go down and overall just drier air in the area, and also keep our temperatures down, which you'll see in the next slide. So overall, our area is going to be below average with temps at 5 to 7 degrees below average. And many places are going to struggle to reach the lower 80s until mid next week. So until mid next week, for the weekend, we're expecting highs in basically the mid 70s to upper 70s, with lows in the upper 50s to low 60s. Let's take a look at temperature forecast for a few areas across our area, including Athens, Atlanta, Columbus, Macon, and Rome. Our max temperatures, we are getting up into the 80s, but that is more towards the early next week, and we're going to be struggling to get there, mostly due to that drier air and cold air damming setup. So looking at our precipitation accumulation over the next 7 days, we're expecting up to 1 to 1.25 inches expected for portions of east central Georgia mostly. And that is about the most we're expecting for our area, but as you can see, there are higher amounts the further southeast and east you go in Georgia. But for north and central Georgia, the rest of it, we're expecting 0.5 to 1 inches over much of the area. So again, just summarizing, we're expecting scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms today, with lightning and gusty winds being the primary hazard. But again, if any of these storms become severe, we could see some damaging wind gusts with this. In addition to the severe risk, we're also seeing a marginal risk for flooding today, meaning that any showers and storms that occur could lead to minor flooding. And then for the weekend, marginal risk again for storms on Saturday, with damaging wind gusts, frequent lightning, and small hail being the main threats. And overall, through the next 7 days, max temperatures staying below average. That concludes our weekly weather briefing. So take a look at our contacts. If you have any questions, let us know. Thank you. Hope you have a great week.